Hi. Are you going to Skid Row?
I don't have a tent, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I got
have
a
a,
sleeping bag. I
I
slept in the media tent. That was my tent.
yeah, I have a tent. I don't have a sleeping bag.
Oh, and I rode my bike here too, so I couldn't carry one even if I wanted to.
Yeah. Well,
But I'm gonna march over there. I'll hang out for. I'll stay up late.
yeah.
I'll hang out for quite a while.
Well, I'm gonna stay. I don't know how late.
Yeah.
As long as things are going on, and then I'm gonna go home whenever I'm tired.
Yeah. Pretty much what I'll probably do before I head home. My girlfriend's gonna leave it for me, so you know. Definitely feel obliged to eat it, and it'll be good.
Hi. I haven't seen you in here. I can give you like half a hug.
I haven't seen you since before I went to Oakland.
Yeah.
So good to see you. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Is this guy's Steve? Is that his name? Steve?
Yeah.
Oh, that is him.
Yeah.
I thought so. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Gotta introduce myself. I'm introduce myself. The one shot I had of him was yesterday. I contacted him and got his lawyer for some reason. I don't know if he's any use to him.
Uh-huh.
We'll talk.
Decided that for a short time,
You got
decided that for a short time, we were going to stop reading our statement of nonviolence. It still is our statement of nonviolence. But we were going to call people up
Hi.
What's going on?
to let them say what nonviolence means to them. So as to respect those differences.
Point of clarity.
Yeah.
Point of clarity. So facilitation made the decision to stop reading the statement. Correct?
Yeah. Mic check. Yes. Facilitation made that decision. We reviewed the history of the nonviolent statement and determined that there was never a specific decision made that we had to read it openly at every GA.
We did take a temperature check on that. We took a temperature check on it.
So this isn't going to keep going forever.
And if you have a concern about it, I'll come to facilitation and talk to us about it because. No, I want us to continue with the statement that we have on our discussion. I feel very strongly about that. And I think that if that's going to change, that it has to be a proposal that has to be by the general assembly.
But there was never a proposal to start doing it.
Mic check. I respect that opinion. And I would encourage you to come to facilitation. Or draft a proposal. So that we can change that.
Facilitation doesn't have the right to make that decision. And I'm sorry I can't make it to the meeting. There's got to be another way.
We did a temperature check
Temperature check.
at the General Assembly
At the General Assembly.
and received consent.
How you doing?
Good.
We don't have, I don't know the exact date.
We can definitely talk about this.
However, you weren't here at the discussions. You weren't here when we started having the alternative personal statement. I think people here have really contributed to that discussion. And so I think that rather than this be a discussion between you and us, it should be at the General Assembly in the appropriate time. We can figure that out in facilitation, or you can figure that out by making a proposal, either way. But not right now. We have 5 proposals tonight.
Yeah, we have a really full agenda, and this has been going on for about like a month, and we didn't. I was here. The last one I said the same thing, and I was told we just stopped reading. Yeah.
We'll clear it up.
Clear it up, but we gotta move on with.
No, we're gonna clear it up at facilitation
And next time, next GA, we'll have a clear answer. 100%.
Hey.
So mic check.
Mic check.
As was mentioned by Kara or Julie, we have a full agenda tonight. And I want to give you a sense of what it is. Going for it. So we have a couple special announcements. They'll be presented by Elise and Kara. We also have 5 proposals. So I would just ask that everyone be conscientious of time and the time of the GA. So we can make sure all voices are heard. So I'd like to call upon Kara, who has an announcement about F-29.
Hi. So I'm here to talk about F-29.
Good to talk about F-29.
My comrades.
With my comrades.
Sponsored by Riverside.
Sponsored by Riverside.
So we just kind of want to run down what the day is going to look like in F-29. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
We don't need a mic check or people's mic. You want to do it with people's mic? Slower? Okay. Okay, so on February 29th,
February 29th.
we're going to be going.
We're going to be going.
To do a direct action. At a warehouse distribution center. Walmart. We're going to be meeting. That day. At 6 a.m. On the corner of Riverside Drive. And Hammer Avenue. The night before, we are going to be doing a civil disobedience training. And a fellow comrade has offered up his house and his backyard to us to occupy. If you want to come the night before. Okay. Basically, the civil disobedience training
Basically, there's civil disobedience training.
will be at 8:30 p.m.
Will be at 8:30 p.m.
at Pitzer College.
At Pitzer College.
We're going to be meeting at 8:30 in the parking lot.
We're going to be meeting at 8:30 in the parking lot. Mic check. Can everybody hear me? How many of you are familiar with the Claremont colleges?
Familiar with the Claremont colleges?
They're about an hour east of here on the 10 freeway.
They're about an hour east of here on the freeway.
It's a college campus. That's why we're meeting in the parking lot to go where we need to go. Because it's kind of complicated. But so the parking lot for Pitzer College we're meeting at is just south of Foothill Boulevard, which runs parallel to the 10 for Claremont Boulevard. So there's, it doesn't, you can't get directly off the freeway at Claremont Boulevard. You would have to get off at Indian Hill or Plata Vista. But you have to go up and turn again. But anyways, that's where we're
Love Tribe's here. They're excited.
So we have, a lot of folks already have training, but it's always good to have a refresher and figure out all the final details for the plan for the next day. So that's open to folks who want to make sure people are welcome to that. And especially for people coming in from out of town, especially those ones that are going to the workshop. That's what the backyard that's going to be outdoors is for. So just want to make sure. I'm sorry? It's we're going to go to the house from the training. It's not. It's in a house a little bit closer to the action, but pretty close to the college. It's in the Ontario area. So come to the training and then watch the convention.
Yeah, so from the training we'll be going to the place that we're gonna be occupying, but we're not putting up the address because it is somebody's home, so we don't want to give that out in the open. And I believe actually we have facilitation one more time, right?
What? Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, there's a little bit extra time for these.
Yeah, we're gonna have extra time because there is like a lot we want to talk about. There's a really big action. We want to make sure that all of you are going and are involved. We did pass a proposal that Occupy LA was going to be involved. I hope that all of you guys can make it out on F29, either the night before or the day of. Again, if you can't make it the night before at 8:30, come at 6 a.m. Riverside Drive and Hamner Avenue. And we're going to be blockading the entrances to the truck in order to stop the flow of commerce at the distribution center for Walmart. And the workers there originally were going to strike. They're not striking anymore, but they came out with a letter yesterday, an open letter, saying that they completely 100% support what Occupy is doing. They're not planning it and they're not involved, but they're absolutely supporting us and what we're doing. And they said that the real criminal activities that go on, it's not going to be us. It's what's happened every day inside of that warehouse. And those workers that don't get paid enough money for the work that they do is the fact that they live in they work in 90-degree Fahrenheit workplaces, and they have to put that's the kind of a work environment that they have, and that is criminal. And that's what we're protesting. That's what we're there for. And so it's important that we all come out and support them. And we encourage everyone to bring their own food and bring their own water. Because it is going to be a long day, and we want to make sure we're hydrated and people are fed. So bring your food, bring water, and we're going to be, I don't know if we have any, I'm not sure exactly if we're going to be having buses there. So the best way I think to get there is to do caravans. If you don't have a ride, let me know, talk to other people that are going, and figure out your ride situation to get to Riverside.
They're watching from Chicago.
Okay. Do you guys have any questions? To the college? Okay. Is anyone here from media? Okay, cool. I sent out the directions to the listserv and the Facebook group. So if you can put that information up on the website.
I'm not social media though.
Okay.
Video, but I'll.
Yes. Okay. Good.
There she is. Yeah.
Okay, I'll send it to you, and then we'll get it on the website. Okay, cool. Wait, that's not the email that I sent. Yeah. Okay, cool. Is there any other questions? Yes.
Is there anybody we can talk about possibly getting buses?
Yeah, getting buses there. I know that Jeb talked about getting buses. I don't know if he's here tonight. I don't think the only person I heard talking about buses, and I haven't heard from him. So I don't know if he ever got those buses. Okay.
We're working on buses. We're gonna need to know over the next couple of days, probably Monday night, we'll take a list of who's gonna leave and camp out on Tuesday and who's not, because we'll need to know who needs to come home and who will need to carpool. So if you guys want to, what we can do is we can put up like a list online, or we can figure something out on Monday night of who might need to carpool, where you're coming from. I think a lot of us already know where each other lives and carpool a lot now.
Yeah, and if you need a ride, you need a place to stay the night before or whatnot, again, come to the gym Monday and make sure that we can figure out all those details and make sure that we're ready to go on Wednesday. Is there any other questions? Or anybody else want to have anything else to say about this action? Okay. Are you guys? Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Mic check.